Yo, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Anybody there? Anybody there? Is that you? Is it? Are we live? Are we live at 5:30 a.m. from Charlottesville, Virginia? What? West Virginia, Virginia? Where am I? What is going on this morning? You know what? I'm gonna need a second to get this thing figured out. Let's get this figured out. Fair enough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, what is today? Today is Tuesday. That's right. Today is Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. And I think we're going to do that because we have my friend Michele Streets up in here. We're going to be bringing her in just a second. She's incredible. I can't wait to get to know her better and to share her with you here on hashtag Rise and Grind this morning. I don't know what's going on over here. I feel like y'all are slow rolling up in here today on Tuesday. I think maybe everybody needs a little extra this morning, little extra neck roll, little extra shoulder shrug. Let's get those hands up. Let's get that body moving. We got to get into motion on this beautiful day as we're heading into fall. Michele was just telling me it's like 49 degrees or something silly where she's at over there in Michigan. And so we're heading into fall. The seasons are starting to change. Sometimes on these old bones, man, it can be a little bit to get moving. So let's get loose today. We're going to have an incredible day. We just have amazing things going on. So I'm coming to you live from Virginia. I'm out here with the Carter Myers Automotive Group, which is just a bunch of amazing superhumans. We've been doing some intense training, which has been super awesome with their teams. I'll be doing some more of that today. It's also super cool because I get to spend time with my dear friend Danelle Delgado when we do these things. So Danelle Delgado's out here. Her and I have been talking about you and Rise and Grind Elite. We've been talking about how that's been going, which has been absolutely amazing. This was yesterday in Rise and Grind Elite, and everybody was doing. I don't know if you've met our group member Corey Darkus yet, but Corey always takes the I love you, turns it upside down, puts it in front of his face on all of his stuff. He's got 1.4 million followers on TikTok. And so we were all doing the upside down I love you yesterday in Rise and Grind Elite, which was awesome. There's a young lady who's going to be joining us today named Michele Streets. She's also one of our elite members. And so I'm super excited to share her with you today. But it's been absolutely amazing. These spotlights have been so cool. September spotlights, like I've loved it so much, bringing on Rise and Grind members onto the show. The spotlights that we've been doing in the group, hopefully you've been seeing those. Yesterday, Heather Parody was here with Bruce Pulver, and I mean, are you kidding me? Like, so much wow yesterday. So much wow, so much wisdom. It's just been really, really incredible. So I want to thank you again for being a part of hashtag Rise and Grind. I also want to remind you that this is an incredible opportunity to introduce and invite new people, invite people to the show, invite people to the group so they can learn, like, what are the other members? Let's think about this for a second. What other group do you know on Facebook that is doing interviews with its members live for thousands of people around the world, that is giving away free t-shirts and gear every single day to Rise and Grind members, that is taking the time to create graphics and all these things and writing these amazing posts about you. I mean, there's no other group on Facebook that's going offline, raising money, battling human sex trafficking, doing all these things, helping homeless people. Like, are you kidding? It's the most incredible group. Thank you so much for being a part of it and all you do to contribute. It's truly amazing. So incredible season for you to invite new people. All you got to do, go to the group, click on invite friends, and it'll pull up your whole friends list. And you can just like tap, 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 and just invite all the amazing superhumans to join us. You got to do it. Trust me. I will continue to serve you and continue to serve them if you do so. All right, without further ado, I got to get to know my friend Michele, and I know that you guys want to get to know her as well. So let's get Michele Streets up in here and let's tackle this amazing day we have ahead. Uh-oh. There she is. Oh, hold on. There you go. Now I can hear you. Hi, Michele. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good.
So excited to be here.
I am so excited that you are here as well. And I absolutely love the purple backdrop. I absolutely love the signature R. It's like such a, like, that is the coolest. And you're at work. That is a car dealership. You are sitting in a car dealership because it looks like a well-designed, like, high-end home. It does not look like a car dealership. What's that all about? Tell us about where are you sitting? Tell us all about your work. Tell us about that.
I would love to. So I'm sitting at our family's dealership, Rainbow Motor Sales, here in Coldwater, Michigan. We're very rural, so I wanted to make sure I came into work so I could have a good reception and not be crackly this morning. As you can see, that's my sister's desk, who's not here, but we are the Sisters of Savings of Rainbow Motor Sales. My sister, Melissa Hanna, and I'm Michele Streets. We are very, very tight. We're 2 years apart. My dad started the dealership 37 years ago. We're second generation. My sister is the GM of the dealership. I'm the sales manager. She's my very, very best friend, my go-to, my everything. We have children, but our families get a little jealous of our relationship because
you're like, kids, we love you, but my sister came first.
Yes.
She came before you, so just don't ever forget that.
Right. So when we did our addition, we're like, our offices have to be next to each other, but we still have to have like a dividing door. So we have a barn door. In 3 years, we did an addition 3 years ago. It's been closed 3 times, 4 times maybe. We leave it open all the time. It's awesome.
Wow. That's awesome. What a cool relationship to have with a sibling, that you just love them that much, that they're literally your best friend, that you want to do every aspect of your life together. Like, that sounds phenomenal.
Thank you. It is.
Where do you think that came from? Do you think that's something your parents instilled in you, or did you guys have to like grow up together in a certain way that created such a strong bond? Where do you think that's from?
You know, we are very, very fortunate that we have a very loving family, and we were brought up to not be jealous of each other, to be happy for each other. They always prided themselves in treating us the same, but yet different. We had our different personalities and our different likes, and we were never pitted against each other, or it was just a loving culture that we were happy for each other. And I think it starts at home for sure.
It's awesome.
And it's just gotten deeper and deeper and deeper.
Cheering for each other, and that's just something that your parents created there. Like, it wasn't a battle for their love. You guys got to share that. That's awesome, man. Super cool. So Michele, how did you find #Rise and Grind? Like, how did you end up here? All this stuff, like, we don't really know each other, and so I'm excited to get to know you today. So tell me, so how'd you end up in #Rise and Grind?
So a friend of mine, Fred Lenartz,
yeah, I know that guy. He's amazing.
Yeah, him and Lou, coffee guys, Car Guy Coffee, very like brothers to my sister and I, very close. He had the T-shirt on. He was doing his podcast, and I sent him a message, and I'm like, "What is this? What is this cool T-shirt you have on? I want to know about that." And yes, I'm representing.
That's right.
I just got online and searched out Rise and Grind. I bought the T-shirt before I really knew anything about you, because I loved the cross. I loved what it stood for. I bought the planner right away. I bought my water bottle, which I tend to give things away too. So when I get things, I want to share them. So I gave my water bottle away, and probably my T-shirt, and I had to order another T-shirt, and because it is the cross too.
Right.
And but what I was looking for is a organization or somebody. I come to work and I uplift my people. Who uplifts me and us? And I was looking for that group or something or somebody to give me energy and to give me positive. And this group is just phenomenal. I'm just getting to know everybody, and that's one of my things. My top 7 is social and self-confidence and talking to other people. Because we're so close, I tend to keep in my little bubble. So getting to know this group is just very comfortable. They're very warm. They're very open. And I just feel the love when I get online every morning at 5:30. And when I don't get online, I miss it. It's a really awesome community that you've built here, and I already feel a part of it, and I've only been a part since March. So thank you for that.
That's awesome, Michele, and thank you for sharing that. Super, super cool. It is a pretty amazing community, and I love that. I love how, like, Fred wears a shirt, you see the shirt, then it's the Rise and Grind, and then you fold in, and that's where my job really gets easy at that point, because there's so many group members that are just pouring into the other humans, right? It makes it a real safe place. But I like how you mentioned, like, I'm always lifting others. I'm always encouraging others. Like, who's going to do that for me? Because that's important, right? We have to have people pouring into us in order to be able to pour into others. Hey, Michele, can you see the button there? Can you see the comments that everybody's dropping in? There's a button in the comments. Good, because I want to say good morning to some of these amazing superhumans that have joined us here on #Rise and Grind this morning. We can't play music because StreamYard for some reason hasn't figured that out yet, so we have to make the music up in our own head. But there's a part of the show every day where we dance, typically. So just do some pretend dancing right now. And for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, it's part of the show. There you go. Look, Michele's pretend dancing over there. I love it. For those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where we need you to hit that share button. That's right. We need you to hit that share button, because I believe If we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where we say good morning to you and you say good morning to us. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. We'll say what's up back, right? Michelle, who are you going to say hi to this morning?
I'm going to say hi to Melissa Hannah, my sister.
Right.
Right. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Ed Brown, Dana, Whitney Wells, Eric Burns, Amanda Sanner, Don Sankey, Wes Storm, Terry Collins. Good morning, everybody. Great to see everybody here this morning.
Carrie Lynn Carter is in here. That's my girl, teeny tiny Carrie. And we got John Coltonborn. Nathaniel Banks is up in here. Hi, Cam McCluster. We also got Jesse Ican Sparkman. Amanda Sanner is up in here. Great to see you, girl. Gail B. Craft, Bill McLean, Jeremy Nolan, Brad Smith, Sean Woodward, Eric Burns, Janelle Griego, James Gavin, Heather Brown, Rodney Rock Hatfield. Thanks for the stars, Rodney. I appreciate that. Archie K's in the house. Robin Welshins, Lauren Paquette, Tony Thorstad, and then I'm sure the crew from CMA has got to be all over this thing today, right? Liza's got to be in here. Scott Simon, they better be. I'm here in Virginia. I'm totally going to call you out if you're not watching Rise and Grind this morning. Mike Stevens, everybody's here on hashtag Rise and Grind this morning. Hey, I love you guys. Make sure you hit that share button. Hey, Michelle is with us today, and I got to tell you, man, this is not like an easy thing to do, right? Getting up 5:30 in the morning, jumping on screen, doing all those things, going live, super not easy. Michelle's newer to the group. She's only been here since March. So do me a huge favor. Make sure the best way that we can honor our guests when they come on the show is to hit that share button and to blow up their feeds. Blow her up today. Send her messages, encouraging, all those good things. Let's learn a little bit more about her. All right, you ready for the tough questions?
I am.
You hesitated. You were like,
Oh God.
All right, we're gonna dig in to get to know you a little bit today. So, Michelle, I would like to know, what is one of the best lessons or pieces of advice that you've ever received from anyone in your life?
Oh my goodness. You know, there's so many influencers. And I guess it goes back to my mom. She was a stay-at-home mom. She provided for my sister and I and made sure that we worked. We had a party store when I was in 5th grade, and my sister and I would pump gas and clean windshields, and it was always treat everybody the same. And I heard Fred say it in his, when you interviewed him, treat everybody like a millionaire. And it was just treat everybody human. And it didn't matter. You know, I would complain because they would stink of farm or whatever. And she'd say, listen, everybody's money spent the same, and they're people. So it's like, well, I don't complain about it. So my lesson is just treat everybody the same. Treat them with royalty. My purple, everybody is royalty.
Wow, Michelle, I love that. And it like seems like a simple message on the surface, but really, if that message alone, if everyone could just grasp that and treat everyone the same, it would solve so many things that are going on in the world today.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, just spread that love. Speaking of all the things going on in the world today, so it's kind of a crazy season. Like, how are you handling this season? I see your posts, I see your joy. You have a light about you. You have a great spirit, incredible energy. It's part of the reason why I wanted to get to know you here on hashtag Rise and Grind. So, how are you handling this season, and how are you keeping that smile on your face?
You just do. I mean, you don't think about what's going on bad. You think about what's going on good and how we can keep it going. We were just talking, my sister and I, yesterday. We did have a shutdown here in Michigan, and we were closed down for about 3 weeks. And you just keep going. We didn't stop. it changed, you know, and we figure things out and we get a new process, and the process changed several times in between, but you just keep that smile on your face and keep going. But then again, like I said, it starts, you start tapping out of that energy. So you need to tap into others, rise and grind, to bring that joy too, and say, okay, I'm not alone, right? And things are good, and we're going to keep smiling and keep going and not change this. It's not going to affect us. This is just a season, like you said.
It's just a season, right? It's here to pass. It is not here to stay. That's for sure.
No.
And I love that, right? Just keep going. Like,
just keep going.
You know, this is going to sound silly, but this is, I think, a good metaphor. So back when I used to gamble a lot, right? I used to go to Las Vegas and gamble a lot when I lived in Arizona. And I always had this theory, like, no matter how much I was losing, right? Like, I hadn't lost until I quit, right? It wasn't until I quit and like had to like go home, then I actually had to count, right? Like, okay, I actually lost, but it wasn't until I quit. And I think that's what this season's like too, right? Like, just as long as you don't quit, then it is what it is, right? Like, we're going to be okay.
Absolutely. You know, because I thought you were going to ask me the question of when I'm on top of a mountain.
Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to do
okay.
that too. Yeah. Well, that's the last one. That's how we wrap up.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, you want to go there now? You want? I mean, we can just put you on top of a mountain now, Michelle. You're unique. This is your show. This is your episode. This is all about you. So we'll just move it around a little bit, and we're going to put you on top of a mountain right now. Michele Streets, you're on top of a mountain, and all of civilization, everybody, they're all at the base of the mountain, and they're cheering for you, right? They're like, Michelle, 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 Michelle. They're screaming, they're clapping, they're cheering, they're applauding. And then they come over and they hand you a microphone and they say, you have 2 minutes, Michelle, 2 minutes to drop something on the audience, some type of practical application wisdom that they can apply in their life today, this week, this month, this year. What are you going to tell them?
You know, I visualize myself climbing this mountain, and I keep looking down thinking how far it is down, and I keep looking up and thinking how high is it up, and but I keep going and I get there and everybody's down there, and I just start jumping up and down saying, I made it. It was hard, but I did it. I didn't stop. I kept smiling. Dirt in my teeth. I'm like, I'm working hard to get to the top, and I'm just so joyous, and the view is beautiful, and I just keep telling everybody below me, you can do it too. You can get up here. Come with me. This is easy. It's so hard, but yet it's so easy. After I'm up here, it wasn't hard. So keep going. And I know that that's so simple, and that there's nothing really about this, but it's just keep going. Don't stop, because if you stop, you might be 5 feet away and you don't even know that you're almost at the top of the mountain. Don't stop. It might get hard, you might get slower, but keep going.
That's right.
And it is the view up here is beautiful. Come and see this view and love it with me. I don't want to do it by myself up here.
I love it. I made it to the top, but I don't want to hang out here by myself. I want you to come with me, and all it's going to take is just don't stop. That's it. Don't quit. Don't stop. You might move slow. You might be crawling. You might have dirt in your teeth, but right. Don't quit. Don't stop. I love it. Michelle, what is your personal biggest success story in your life, or maybe one of your proudest moments? Share that with us.
Oh my gosh, I have 2 kids who are just amazing. They make me proud every single day. COVID has been tough on our family. We've had 2 weddings that have been canceled because of COVID, and one has taken it really well. The other one has not taken it really well, but yet they're getting through it. They're changing and they're 2 different spots. They're both 3 hours away from me in different directions. So that communication with them was difficult. It has been difficult. But I guess what I'm so proud of is that I brought up two human beings that are loving and can persevere and not stop, let something get in their way. They get creative. They make their happy. One makes it a little harder, but she gets it done, and she will be fine. My son, he's just a rock star and changes. And that's what I'm so proud of, that I've brought up these kids that are doing well. You know, we get knocked down, we get back up, and don't stop. And that's my joy.
That's your joy, your children, and you have a right to be proud, right? You raised two upstanding citizens. That's not easy to do. Trust me, I know. I got babies everywhere. I'm just hoping to keep them, out of the dark, deep, seedy places in the world. That's all I'm hoping for. You're actually raising upstanding, good ones. I'm like, please just keep them off of I'm not going to go there. But
I have 5 grandkids, so I know.
You know how it is, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. So talk to me real quick. So what does hashtag Rise and Grind mean to you now that you've been with us? It's like March. Like, what does it mean? If you were to describe it to somebody else, what do you think it means to you?
It at first I thought it was more car dealership and uplifting car dealerships, and it means love. It means getting up in the morning and being stringent on yourself and following a plan. The morning 5 or the morning 5 has been a blessing to me. I've hit snooze. That is probably my worst one. Gotten over the social media part of it, but the morning 5, I carry this around with me, my little cheat sheet and I share it. I've shared it with several friends, my coworkers, and it just means, oh God, so much to me. But I guess the first thing that fills me up is love and a community of like-minded people who uplift, and I see prayers being said for everyone, and it just comes from the heart, and I just get filled with love. I'm not a very good expresser of my feelings. I just know my feelings, but then it keeps going deeper and deeper. When and I guess that was my first surface, and then getting into the morning 5, and then you bring a lesson to us each week, and we talk about the planner, and everybody submitted a saying, and again, I just get filled with love, and I want to follow a good direction of a positive direction, and helping myself, then I can help others, and it overflows into my children and hopefully my grandchildren, and they will spread love. And that's what we do in our business. We spread love. We help others, and it's not about. It is about money, but it's not about money. It's about how we do well for others, and then it comes back to us. And I think that's why I found this group, is because I have searched and put myself out there, and then a friend, I found that friend, and then that friend found you, and then I found this, and it just, the universe brings us together. Like-minded people flock together, right?
That's right. Like attracts like, no doubt. And I love that. I love even just the concept or idea that the universe is working for us in our favor, right? Like how empowering is just that, to think that the whole universe, this whole massive, crazy thing that was created by God, right? That God created all of this, and he uses it to weave us together at certain times and during certain seasons, right? Think about it, right? So COVID hit back in March, and that's when you found us, and now you get to feel that love, that community, those routines, those habits. And don't worry, that snooze button, it's a bear for a while for most people. Don't even worry about that, man. That's a hard habit to break. I'll give you one trick though. Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. Mel Robbins wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule, and she talks about how if we count down from 5 to 0 instinctively, because of the way we've been trained with rocket launches and all these other things, our mind expects us to take some sort of action at zero. So it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like something has to happen, right? Like Happy New Year or whatever. We're so used to that. So in the morning, when your alarm goes off and you're thinking about hitting that snooze button, count from 5 to 0, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then get up
Oh, I
and
like
have that be your action right there, right? She also talks about how we can use it at times if we're stifling our voice and we're not speaking up, like we have an opinion or something we want to share. It's just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, speak. Don't give yourself time to talk yourself out of it or to go back and hit that snooze button. So that might help you with that. But trust me, that's one that everybody struggles with, that snooze button. That old snooze button. But yes, so awesome, man. I'm so glad that you found the groove that way, which is
Yes.
awesome. And then I love once you got in here how your experience has been, kind people and a loving community and a place where you can find that joy and so on and so forth. Pretty incredible. So Michele, like so you're in Michigan. We need to go to Michigan sometime. We need to have like a Michigan meetup. Do you know John Allen in Michigan? John Allen Monroe. Have you heard of Allen of Monroe car dealership?
Heard of them, yes.
Yeah, that's John Allen. He's one of our 800% club members. He's also a member of #RiseAndGrind. So we'll have to hook you guys up over there. All right,
Okay.
one last thing, and then we're gonna get you out of here because it's after 6 already. One last thing. So let's just say you could go back in time and you could share something with your younger self. You could tell the younger Michele something, right? What is the one piece of advice or wisdom you'd want to share with the younger Michele?
Oh my goodness. I wish I would have started reading much earlier in life, reading some books and trusting in myself. Been married for 30 years. And I was just talking about this at the table, like a new relationship is so hard, but it seems to get easier the older we get. And it's because we're not nitpicking each other about little things, I guess. And it's just let it go and don't make things hard, and trust in yourself because you got this. I mean, yeah.
I love
not second guessing myself.
Yeah, beautiful. Read more. Let it go. Let all that stuff go, right? No nitpicking. Just let it go, right? I'll say it to all the wives, in my case, maybe to all the husbands and stuff. Just let it go, man. All right, dude, 30 years of marriage. That's amazing. So you've been married 30 years. You have beautiful children. You got awesome grandbabies. You're running your car dealership with your sister by your side. Michele, you are an incredibly unique and amazing individual. Clearly a child of God, uniquely made by the God of the universe. God that made everything, made you to be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And I see you living it out, purple walls and all. Got the royalty, doing the thing, serving the people. It's pretty amazing. You're clearly making an impact on your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your sister, family, coworkers. I guess it's all the same in your case. Clearly making an impact. And this morning you've made an impact on us here on #RiseAndGrind. And I absolutely love you for it, Michele. Thank you so much for spending this time with me.
Thank you so much for inviting me on the show. Thank you. Thank you. I love everybody. Love you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're awesome. Get out there. Have an amazing day. Hey, that was my friend Michele Streets here on #RiseAndGrind. Do me a favor, blow her up today. Send her messages, encourage her, pour into her, follow her, do all of those amazing things that we know how to do here on #RiseAndGrind. Make sure you hit that share button if you haven't done so already, and then come back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have, should I tell you or should we keep it a secret? Tell you, keep it a secret. Well, I'll tell you. Tomorrow morning, Nathaniel Banks, the one and only Nathaniel Banks is going to be on hashtag Rise and Grind tomorrow morning. So super excited to share him with you guys as well. Do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, make sure you text me at 859-208-2351. That's 859-208-2351. Text me the word gear to make sure you're entered into the drawings as we continue to do giveaways all month long. And don't forget to go invite your friends to hashtag Rise and Grind so they can learn what we're all about. Love you. Have an amazing day today. If you need more videos like this, go to GlennLundy.com. That's right, GlennLundy.com. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind. Have an amazing day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.